we crossed the bridge as we arrived at it, and we're finally loading onto a map with bridges.
Oh, don't get me started on those bridges, okay?
What's wrong with the bridges?
What do you mean, what's wrong with the bridges? They're made out of wood.
Bro,
Look.
I've tickled some like weird pet peeve of mice.
Look. All I'm saying is we're in the future. We're in space. Ain't nobody making wooden bridges, all right?
Bro, how do you know those bridges are new?
Look at them, they're new. They don't look old. Someone just made them.
Listen, wood is a very readily accessible resource on
it?
any alien planet.
Yeah?
Right?
Yeah?
It's easier than shipping in metals from your ship to build a bridge.
Yeah?
To simply fabricate a simple one.
Where the trees
Military tactic, right? You take the wood from the place you're invading, and then you do racist settler colonial shit. You know, you start killing the natives.
Or
I'm gonna stop.
You just use this, whatever this is, the metal, the ground. This isn't the ground. This is the ground. This is not.
I went on a whole ass tangent about colonialism, and then you're still getting mad about the fact that they used wood.
Look, it's about the bridges, okay? No one's here for the colonialism. It's about the bridges, okay?
I'm pretty sure the Terrans are here for the colonialism. I think Terrans are a big fan of killing native species. Anyway, let's finally introduce the players as we're loaded in here on Romanticide LE in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. The Blue Zerg, hailing from Vietnam and apparently playing for the Jiggly clan.
Yeah.
We have the man, the myth, the cat. It is MeomaikA.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have the other Vietnamese player, the Vietnamese Protoss player, representing himself. He is not Miss Fanta, he is ThuocLao.
Alrighty. So, looks like MeomaikA went for an early pull and harassed with Lings a little bit.
He poked in. He got scouted earlier by ThuocLao, so he was able to see that it was a pull first, so he just got his zealot out, made sure the wall was a wall.
He chronoed it out, kept the wall plugged in, and this probe is a little bit dead. See you later, buddy.
Just a little bit.
07. 07 sent F's in the chat. Scouting probe.
Yeah, that poor scouting probe. Meanwhile, MeomaikA is going in with his Overlord, but it looks like he will not spot that Stargate.
Yeah, that's gonna be outside of his vision range, as ThuocLao, once again, hiding things in the corner of his bases. And, maybe MeomaikA might infer something by the lack of tech, just the emptiness of the base, but we shall see what his response is to this.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned because, again, MeomaikA, he's just, as you would say, he's just built different, Yeah,
he's built different.
Maybe not the same way as Seether, where Seether is built, like, solid. Like, MeomaikA, he's built, like, with wood.
Superior. He's just built superior.
Like, okay, there we go. I was a little bit concerned that maybe he wouldn't opt for some spores, but, he's got them.
I believe in MeomaikA's supremacy.
Yo, and this is a fast layer.
It is a fast layer, so you know what that means.
I don't know anymore, man. Like, originally I'd be like, yo, is this a Spire? But it's MeomaikA, like, it could be Nidus. Like,
he's only going up to 2 gas.
Yo, he's getting a Roach Warren, and as you said, he doesn't have a lot of gas.
Yeah, like, he's very gas starved for most player tech that isn't roaches. Basically, and even roaches you take 3 gas and usually no.
Yeah, it's interesting, and it's not like he has an abundance of queens either. He's gonna have 3 queens. Oh my god. Okay, he's just main arting. All right,
All right.
It's like, whoa. Okay, we're good.
Vibing.
Yeah, it's just he just be vibing a little bit. And I'm curious because no Nidus is being turned down. So is this just for Roach's speed? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Interesting. All right, so the option from the Stargate this time was once again the Void Ray. Damn, the army of sentries with the lasers. It's like a light show.
Yeah, it was just enough sentries there to take out the Overlord. And now, you know, we just be vibing a little bit. You know, finally we have ThuocLao taking up. He's throwing down his Twilight Council, throwing down his Forge for his +1. I imagine this is for charge. And I feel like it's going to do reasonably well here against the Roaches of MeomaikA. Oh, he does spot it moving out.
Oh, this Observer is so crucial. He does catch these Roaches moving out. And so do the Halukes. As these Roaches are forced to waddle around to try and maybe dodge something or other.
Yeah, I'm sure MeomaikA, he would have loved to go for a big push. Like, he did stop droning up. Like, he is making a big wave of lings. Even, okay, he throws down. I feel like he wanted to go for a push, but because he got scouted, he's like, okay, I'm gonna back off. I'm gonna expand and take up.
Yeah, he decided against it when getting scouted. He would rather just like keep what army he has and keep his tech tree going than I guess trading unnecessarily into a better defended army.
Exactly, and that's exactly what ThuocLao was doing. You know, like he has shield batteries that are being set up. He has plenty of sentries. Like, he's on top of a ramp.
Oh, he's ready for this, like fully ready. So there is not much here that MeomaikA can really do to ThuocLao until later on in the game.
Yeah, which is, you know, again, MeomaikA, he did end up spending like a lot of lava on a lot of units that just aren't going to be coming into play at all. So it was a little bit of a waste, but again, he is trying to transition out of this.
He doesn't really have much opportunity to trade them without just straight up losing them for nothing. So he's kind of stuck with these guys, with this like dead supply, so to speak. As he will send off those things to try to attempt to run by.
Yeah, and maybe he can slip into the main. Maybe he can get a nice surround on the sentries. But oh god,
he's still waiting at the top of the ramp.
He has to be careful. Like, we don't want to see another meat grinder like on Pillars of Gold, you know?
Yeah, no, we don't want the Ling just kind of getting locked up and dying. Alright, they're gonna try and poke into the third base here, and the army is not at the ramp, so he's gonna have to play the force field a little bit different. Or you can just shoot him once and they run away in fear.
Yeah, again, like, he's just testing the waters, but every single time ThuocLao, he spots him, like, he has Void Rays in position, like, he's able to maneuver his army around. He's
very prepared. And that is a good thing. There's a fourth base coming out for the Protoss, very nice. And the fifth going down for the Zerg. Standard expansion timings.
Yeah, and we'll see if MeomaikA does something different to Oreo, because Oreo went for a big like Ling Bane Hydra composition and he delayed lurkers for a long time. It looks like MeomaikA isn't going to be doing that. We already see the infestation pit on the way, so he will at least be incorporating Vipers, I imagine.
Yeah, probably for the beefier units like the Immortals and such. Yeah, that. You can young Colossi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought there was a chance that... I don't know why I thought to ask. Like, I knew the answer, but...
I think the only thing you can't yoink, and I say can't because I haven't seen it before, is Ultras, maybe?
Thors.
Thors? Maybe?
I don't think you can yoink Thors.
It's the massive units, right? Maybe? I don't...
Yeah. Massive keyword. You can't yoink, I think.
Maybe.
You can yoink Mothership. Because apparently that's not massive.
It's not big enough. It's literally a city in the sky, but it's not big enough.
Yeah. But like one like a fucking flying bug can just tongue it and pull it back away. Meanwhile, there's a fight going on while I'm talking about tonguing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the force boosts are good. honestly.
Yeah, the force fields were good. I mean, MeomaikA was able to force his way in and kill one Colossus, which was nice. He lost a lot of Lings in the process. He didn't lose too many Hydras. It was an okay trade, I guess. And to be fair, like, he needed to get rid of supply. Like, he's maxed out.
Yeah, I mean, Lings for a Colossus, I think, is a pretty good trade. Like, at least from a pure resource standpoint. As Disruptors are out, one first Disruptor shot only gets a 1 Roach. This Zerg army, split in twain, is continuing to try and push in a little bit, but decides against it.
Yeah, because of these rocks, because of the terrain, it's a little bit difficult for MeomaikA to really get the surround that he wants. So defensively, like with you know all the stack defense with the rocks, like ThuocLao, it was good.
He is sitting pretty right now with this defense. Oh, again, the Void here on the side gets him again.
Oh, okay, so he spots it, so he splits up his army in half, trying to go and protect the other base at the same time. MeomaikA's trying to push in.
Kind of a chunky Disruptor hit, but this push on this side is doing a bit of damage. It's a few charge lots here, just trying to deal with it. Okay, the Disruptor shot, nothing much comes of it. On this side of the map, oh, those force fields. Goodbye, Roaches.
Yeah. Nice force fields once again by ThuocLao. He was able to split up his army pretty well, able to defend both sides. But again, MeomaikA, for the most part, he just lost Roaches, and that's okay. Like, he wants to get rid of them.
He wants to get rid of them, yeah. They're inflated supply at this point in the game, and shifting out Roach tech is incredibly hard. So just being able to just get rid of them without losing the game is pretty good for him.
Oh yeah, and we see he gets rid of the Roaches. Now he has Vipers, and now with these Vipers, like force fields don't even matter. He's just gonna yoink Colossus over them.
Yep, like force fields don't matter if your units go to them. Oh, but not a great position to cut out in. A whiff with the Disruptor, a blink forward, trying to catch out the high ground. But ooh, it's a nice yoink of the Disruptor. A blink forward to try and snipe a Viper, but not enough of them get within range.
Yeah. Already nicely done, right? He was able to dodge the Disruptor shots and yoink a Disruptor, so some nice value coming out from MeomaikA. At the moment, ThuocLao, he just needs to buy time. He needs some High Templar. He needs them for feedbacks and for storms.
Yeah, he's got Storm on the way, but he does not have any High Templar on the field just quite yet. And he needs to hold on until the Storm comes up. Oh, big yoinks, yoinks. Oh, but it even bigger than something. He's taking a massive chunk of the army.
Yeah, exactly. Like the Colossus, they're like the easy targets. It's a little bit more difficult to get on top of those Disruptors, so they do trade like some Hydras for some Colossus.
Yeah, which again, not the worst trade on the planet, but that was still a pretty beefy Disruptor hit to be taking. A big Zealot run by over here, on the other hand, continuing to, or just trying to apply some pressure here onto MeomaikA.
Yeah, they pulled some of MeomaikA's army to the north, able to kill a hatchery. Meanwhile, the main army of ThuocLao is going to the south, and the hatchery is getting quite low. Yeah,
more yoinks to the Colossi, very big yoinks, and they will both go down. But, ooh, this is looking at, but will not find anything. Force fields on the right side will force. Oh, another big Disruptor hit.
Oh my god.
Will force the army to be split up a little bit. That hatch does go down, giving Zerg more space to play with, honestly. But, yeah, these boys are just kind of chopping.
Exactly, like MeomaikA, he was not there in time. The hatchery went down. Meanwhile, the Zealot run by 14 drones have gone down in the middle of everything, whether it was the Zealot run by or a couple of workers here to the south as well. Like MeomaikA, he's hurting.
Yeah, ThuocLao is like matching him blow for blow and just getting those free hits in, and it's looking quite nice for him, honestly. Whoa, look at that Templar count.
That's a lot of High Templar. To be fair, they don't have a lot of energy. A lot of them don't even have enough energy to storm, and some of them are...
Nice yoinks. The feedback's still really good onto those Vipers. All of them without energy, even killing one of them. So the counter feedbacks against those yoinks, very nice. What is this boy doing here? Sir, you are so far from home.
Hey, are you lost? Where are you? Do you need directions?
The hit Spider-Man film. Far from home.
Oh no, what are you doing here? Poor thing. Meanwhile, I guess it was a missed rally. We do have MeomaikA's army, and you know what? He's like, somehow he's been able to dodge all the detection, and ThuocLao is not in position for this.
Yeah, these things gonna surround the static defense here as the large mass of MeomaikA's army comes in here and is gonna start doing a little bit of damage. These Hydralisks just spitting out that DPS. But as the buffer dies, the rest of the army moves away, and Ultralisk is the transition here for Meo.
Interesting. So he is not opting to go for the forward lurkers. He's not going Hydra Lurker Viper. Instead, he's completely skipped that. He didn't go Banelings like Oreo did. Instead, he's putting his own twist on things and going for Ultras.
Very interesting. I'm gonna have to see how this plays out.
Yeah, interesting is the right word. Obviously, Ultras, they just run through storms. They didn't even care. There are 2 Immortals, which is a little bit scary. But maybe Ultras can work.
Yeah, they could do a bit of work as we go into a sort of base trade situation. The Protoss army working on the bottom hand side of the map. Meanwhile, the Zerg army taking out the newest bases. Oh, the Ultra Den goes down though, and that's not too good. That transition is gone, and so are those upgrades.
Exactly.
This base.
Yeah, like the Protoss army, all the tech was here. Like the Hydrogen is even here. Like he's not gonna be able to produce anything, only Lings.
Oh no, MeomaikA. This is not looking good for you here, my cat buddy, as he's walking home, and the damage has already been done.
Exactly, like he doesn't commit to the base trade. He kills 1 base and then turns around. Maybe the DTs were a part of that because he didn't have any detection and the army just recalls.
Yeah, the major part of the army recalls. There is still quite a lot of expensive things getting rid of here, but, you know, collateral.
Yeah, honestly, that was quite expensive. Like there was an Immortal, a couple of High Templar and Archon as well.
Energy High Templar.
Yeah. So,
but you know, most of the army gets out.
I think what's important is that MeomaikA, he's down to 3 hatcheries, only like really 1.5 mining bases as well. He just keeps losing his base to the north. Like he keeps trying to get it, but it keeps going down to Zealot Rumbais.
Yeah, and this is MeomaikA looking torn apart right now. And it's not a position we often see him in.
Yeah. I mean, so luckily the Hive is still alive, so if he wants to, he can throw down an Ultras Cavern. At the moment, he just hasn't thrown down any tech. He has a spawning pool and a Roach Horn. That's all he's got.
Yeah, and he's just pumping out roaches, and that is not good for your supply.
Well, I mean, that's not what you want, right? At this stage of the game, roaches? Really?
When you're up against these endgame units, roaches aren't really gonna do a lot.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there aren't any more Immortals. They all died, so that's okay, I guess. But roaches, it's also like a struggle to split against Disruptor shots.
Yeah, they're chunky, walky, thick boys. They don't do good against those Disruptors.
Oh god, the hallucination.
Oh, the hallucs. Oh, he's going sicko mode.
Yo, they're gonna pay for themselves if they bait out some yoinks.
Oh yeah, as these Vipers here trying to stay back to avoid the feedbacks. Decent Disruptor hit. Yeah, kind of waiting for the storms to come out before going in with the Vipers so they don't get feedback out of existence. Protoss is walking over.
Yeah, at the same time, another big run by Zealots and DTs looking to try and take out the hatchery, and it looks like they will.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be able to. These Zealot DT run-bys have been absolutely brutal on Meo's economy. He just can't keep anything going.
Yeah, nothing at all. He's just got long-distance mining going on right now. He's trying to double expand, and it looks like he will, but he's just making nothing but roaches, Jett. It's just roaches.
Yeah, and there's a mothership almost done. What are roaches gonna do against the mothership?
They're gonna die, Jett. That's what they're gonna
right.
do.
They're gonna fucking die.
Oh god, and MeomaikA's army is split up. He's got his Vipers. I don't know where they're going.
What?
Oh, god.
Where are you going? Where are you going, buddies? Oh, the hallucinated Archons. I mean, he knows at this point they're the only ones attacking.
Yeah.
Those disrupt the shots. A little bit of damage.
And I mean,
oh my goodness.
Maybe MeomaikA can take fight. Oh, the minus 400, right? Oh no!
Oh, he yoinks the Colossi. Oh my god, a big disruptor hit once again onto the bulk of the army. The storms everywhere. Good yoinker to the mothership, and it will go down, but oh, the disruptor shot's still pretty decent. But there's so many storms still. so many Archons, the beefy damage here coming out, and those blinding clouds are really good, but the Protoss army just walks backwards, and ThuocLao just takes game 1.
Wow, ThuocLao taking game number 1, just tearing MeomaikA apart. Like, MeomaikA, he just could not get a 4th base up and running. As much as he tried, like, he just kept losing his hatcheries.
Oh, he was starving for resources for like the latter half of that game, which is not a good position you want to be in as a Zerg.
Yeah.
Spending the half the game starved like that. Yeah, it was an interesting one, honestly. It's good to see ThuocLao doing so well, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
He has been tearing it up this tournament.
Yeah, honestly, he had a really close series against Oreo, and I still do consider MeomaikA the favorite here. MeomaikA is still considered the best player in Vietnam, but there are a couple of other like rising stars, like slowly making a name for themselves, like Justice Simon, like ThuocLao.
Yeah. Absolutely. Like seeing ThuocLao like take a game like that against MeomaikA, the man that beat Maru, like it's honestly kind of wild.
Yeah,
And,
definitely.
yeah, you love to see it.
For sure. And again, MeomaikA with his own spin on things, as he usually does, opting to go for endgame ultras, which again I don't necessarily think is a bad idea. I guess it just came down to the fact that his tech was so exposed, his evos were so exposed that like when they went for that base trade, he just lost so much.
He lost like the majority of his tech. Like a one go. If he didn't have his hive up, the game was over right there and then. Honestly. But
Yeah.
it was simply a delayed death.
Yeah, it's such a weird place to put your tech as well, right? It wasn't in the main, it was at the third. It's like, okay.
Yeah. It was definitely very, very... I don't know. I don't know what it was with that, but here we are loaded into Pillars of Gold LE in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. We are joined by the blue Zerg player, a very special boy, one might say, hailing from Vietnam and playing for the Jiggly clan apparently. The cat himself, it is MeomaikA.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE, we have the Vietnamese Protoss player, the yellow Protoss. He is not Miss Fanta, he is ThuocLao. Or ThuocLao.
All right. We should see what's going on this map, because this is, of course, Pillars of Gold.
It is. It no longer holds up the golden wall.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. It is just pillars by themselves.
Oh god.
Oh. The Pro Block. SMH. Protoss players.
Because of this skin, like the drone has such skinny arms. Like, look at him.
It does. It's very tiny arms. It's like a skeleton arms. Yeah, opting to go sell down on the third base a little bit late, honestly.
Yeah, like because it was delayed, he does throw down, his gas and his spawning pool, like, so he does spend, in the end, like, it's not like he wasted his resources, but he didn't get that economic opening that he wanted.
Yep. And that, yeah, But, it's MeomaikA. Like, we don't really know what could come of this opening. Like, he's got his forlings out. He's looking to nibble down the wall, potentially. Maybe get a tiny bit of damage, kind of information, but really not expecting a huge amount to come out of this.
Yeah, we see that ThuocLao, like, because he forced MeomaikA to get an earlier pull, like, he had already gotten out his Zealot. It's already here. The wall is already a wall, so these things are not going to be able to do too much.
Yep, the wall is indeed a wall. As the... Yep. I don't know where I was going with that.
It is a wall. I'm just really surprised that MeomaikA, he made an extra pair of wings after seeing that wall. I don't really know what his plan is with these 6 lings. I don't know what he saw to make him think I just need a little bit more lings to do something. But he's got him.
Yeah, he is vibing. I don't know. I don't know what he's up to or what he has planned, especially with the sentry on the way. We shall see. Okay, the sentry is here.
Yeah, so far, nice micro able to pull back the weaklings. But again, like yeah.
But there's not much he can accomplish here. It's
Yeah.
like nibbling down shields. But it's, you know, it's shield health that won't become of anything.
Yeah, interesting choice there by MeomaikA. I mean, he was able to see the robotics bay. Robotics facility, so he is aware of that at least.
Yep.
He has not seen the Twilight Council and the extra gates though.
Yeah, he's not aware of the full extent of this opening, but one can assume when there is a robo, there is a Twilight. They go hand in hand. The Twilight robo.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you're not going to see them separated quite often. Unless it's like a proxy robo or something.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, we have seen ThuocLao go for Glaive Adepts against Oreo on Submarine, so he may do so again here. You know, he does have all his gases. He's taking his gases at the natural as well.
This is that's entirely possible that he could do that. But yeah, we will have to see. He could just opt for the longer game option and start working on that charge for maybe like a charge lot Archon Immortal style build.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see what the Twilight Council is for. Like, is he getting a Dark Shrine? Like, what's the play here? Meanwhile, okay, here we go. So,
MeomaikA.
yeah, I saw the lair earlier and I didn't want to say anything because I was like, yo, what's the lair for? He doesn't even have all 4 of his gases. He only has 3, but he throws out a Spire.
He's doing the thing where he just does Spire in ZvP and it works.
Okay, we'll see what this can do. Again, ThuocLao, he does have an Immortal. He does have this sentry-based army. I don't know if he forgot to start an upgrade. Or
he hasn't had that upgrade like at all.
Yeah, or I don't know if like maybe he scouted something that told him like, hey, I don't want to go for glaives or blink or anything like that. Interesting. We'll see.
Very interesting. I'm curious as to what ThuocLao's plans are.
Yeah, because he's going for the robotic space, so it looks like he's probably going to go straight into Colossus, maybe into Disruptors, like that was his go-to army composition last game, but at the moment he doesn't really have anything to do with the mutants.
Yeah, and I don't think he's scattered the Spire, so...
Oh my god.
This could be devastating.
Yeah, he's going double robo.
Oh, he wants to pump out those thick boys real good.
Yeah, and you know what? They don't shoot up.
They do not shoot up.
Oh god. Okay, so we'll see what happens here because he's going for a 3rd base. He's going for the expansion. He's getting some shield batteries to defend it, right? Like, which makes sense. But like he's got sentries. That's what shoots up.
True, they don't do a lot of damage, but if there's enough of them, they could potentially do damage.
Yeah, definitely. Again, like, this is so weird to me. Like, MeomaikA, he does have 4 gases. He didn't take the gases in his main, so he doesn't have too many mutas out. Like, he has 3 here. I don't know how much.
Yeah.
They're just gonna die.
Yeah, there's a few stalkers here. Like, they're gonna be able to handle that.
Oh,
But there are lings and roaches here. He's not microwave. He was move collected with them, but he does get the lings in before the forces come out, getting some rounds on those sentries. Gonna be able to kill a couple of them. That's super battery though, keeping them alive quite nicely. As the army forced to go home, nice force field traps a few in. 3 kills for the Protoss. And overall, fairly inconclusive skirmish.
I mean, honestly, he was able to kill a decent amount of sentries. Like 4 sentries went down, and that was pretty nice, especially based on his army composition. But we do see, there we go, more mutas are on the way. I was kind of curious that, like, was he going for a fake out or something, because he only made 3, but he was getting +1 flyer attack, which was also a little bit weird. But you see, like, okay, he's reinforcing, like, he does plan to utilize these mutas.
Yep, absolutely, and we all know that MeomaikA is good with his mutas.
Yeah, definitely. He can be impeccable with them. The thing is, though, that, like, he like revealed his hand earlier with those 3 mutas, right? Like,
yeah, which kind of like gave away it gave up the jig, which can change things quite a bit with muta play, especially in ZvP where it's not the standard sort of move. So we shall see how ThuocLao deals with it.
Oh my god.
This is a lot of damage.
Yeah, he's not dealing with it right now. Like, he had a lot of faith in that one shield battery to keep his mineral line safe, and it just did not pay off.
Yeah, when you have 14 Mutalisks, it's shooting a probe. I don't think even a super battery is saving that guy.
Oh my god, and now they get into the natural as well. Like, ThuocLao, like, he saw the mutas earlier, but he just does not have the defense ready for it.
Yeah, no, he's just not ready. He doesn't have enough stalkers. He doesn't have, like, anything like that to deal with this. He doesn't have any Archons or anything. It's just so many probes dying to these mutas.
Yeah, 22. That's too many. You did not expect 22 probes to go down to scouted Mutalisks.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not. That's you don't like that. That's not a good time. Ooh, yeah, he's just scooting out of there, gathering up his main army.
Yeah, all right. So ThuocLao, he's pushing out across the map. He's down 20 workers. Like, he needs to do something with this. And to be fair, with 2 Colossus and all these stalkers, maybe he can.
Maybe he can, but that muta count is pretty nice, and those wings are coming in hot. Those force fields, though, really good. Gonna be able to buy him a lot of time and keep him getting fully surrounded. But the overwhelming numbers here from MeomaikA will take the game. And we're all tied up.
We're all tied up. I was worried. I was concerned. Like, yo, is MeomaikA gonna get 2-0'd in the semis? Really? Is this gonna happen? Nah, mate. He fights back. We're tied up.
He does the business. He fights for what is rightfully his. For he is a king within the region.
Exactly. Like, it's not just like a normal game here, a normal series. It's national pride going down. You know, he's meant to be the king of Vietnam.
And here he has decided that he wishes to take his crown back by force. I am the Maru Slayer, he says, as he strikes down ThuocLao in the 2nd round and rises ready for the final round of combat.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if he's able to pull it off, as I don't know what it is about this map and ace matches, but we're on submarine.
Oh my lord. It's like people just want to veto the other maps and then they forget about submarine or something. It's like, oh, we gotta play this map now. SMH.
SMH.
Pro gamers gotta be better at their vetoes.
Yeah, it's interesting. Also, I did just get notified, people in the chat. It turns out we actually now do have an ! menu pog command.
It's pretty pog.
Oh god. Kuro, please. So you know what? If you're in there, if you're in the chat, if you are from the land of Australia or New Zealand, ! menu pog, and you know what? You're not gonna get a coupon code. You're gonna get something else.
! menu pog. You're not gonna get a coupon code. But you know what you are gonna get here on Submarine LE? Some banging games, some clown fiestas, some aggressive gaming, some just aggressive gaming. As we are joined here on the bottom right hand side of the map by the blue Zerg player representing Vietnam and playing for the Jiggly clan. It is the cat himself, MeomaikA.
And oh my god, he's got a drone out of the map. He's got a lot of banking minerals, chat. He's gone for the proxy hatch. Spawning in the top left-hand corner, currently getting proxy hatched. We have the Vietnamese Protoss player, the yellow Protoss. Oh, well, representing himself, it is ThuocLao.
There it is. And down it goes, light. We have a proxy hatch in game 3, and the boys have pulled the deal with this one.
Oh my god, so this is interesting. I saw this earlier today, I believe, in a North American tournament. It's a proxy hatch, but it wasn't like a proxy hatch into a pool. Like, he expanded regularly behind this, so this is just to delay the natural.
Yeah, and expect a cancel here into the Evo if he's very quick about it.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay, the Zealot moves in just in time to block that. So very nice moves here from ThuocLao to prevent the Evo chamber from going down. Just the Benny Hill theme plays.
Yo, take the gas, do it. You know you want to. You know you want to take it. Do it. Oh, the block.
ThuocLao with the block. Oh, wow. SMH.
F's in the chat.
F's in the chat. Not getting the gas deal. That would have been funny, though. That would have been hilarious.
ThuocLao, he knows. He tunes into my stream. He realizes that that's an option for the Zerg.
He understands. This drone is still here. Is he gonna go put another base in the corner?
No.
Oh no, the stalker's here. No, the drone. Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Oh god. Meanwhile, as all this was happening, MeomaikA, he's just been macroing up. He took his gases. He's getting his link speed. He's taking his third. He just be chilling.
He's doing Zerg stuff, you know? Don't question what happened to my voice there. I kind of lost it for a second.
It's all good. It's all good. And oh, he's actually going for a pretty fast lair again.
Once again, a quick lair, not slapping down 4 gases. It's looking a little bit like a roach push, especially on a map like this.
Yeah. Last time we saw that he did this just to get roach speed, via his roach warren. This time, again, he does not have a roach warren quite yet, and normally you want to line it up, right, where lair finishes just as your roach warren finishes, so you can start roach speed.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're about the same timing, I believe, so you can start them both at about the same time, and they'll end about the same time, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, yeah, you want to line those up, because then it's just no time wasted. StarCraft is a game played in seconds. The more seconds you lose, the more footing you lose, and the more games you lose.
Oh my god, okay. And I was curious what it was going to be for, because there was no roach warren, and he's going for a Hydra Den.
Now this is interesting. Well, I've not seen that before. That's aggressive.
that is just hashtag MeomaikA things. Like, he loves his Ling Hydra. I don't know what he has against Banelings, but even in ZvPs, he just doesn't like them. I don't know why. They're great, but
I feel like MeomaikA is a good player, but he could be a great player, especially internationally, if he just used the Banelings.
Yeah, especially in the ZvT matchup, because I feel like that's the matchup that he struggles the most in. Like, I would favor MeomaikA against all the players from our region, except for like Seether, like the strong Terrans. Like you can be a little bit harder there. Yeah,
players like Seether and Azure. Yeah, I'd agree. I had trouble thinking of my word there.
It's all good. And ThuocLao, he actually got some decent damage with this Oracle. Like, earlier he couldn't get into the mineral line because all the spores were everywhere, but now he was able to get 5 transferring drones.
That's not too bad. Pretty good in terms of drone kills.
Oof, yeah, yeah. So, oh, okay. So we got a couple of dropper lords. Yo, he's gonna drop the Hydras.
Hydra drops.
He's
Ooh,
dropping the
that's
Hydras.
interesting.
He's a madman.
It's a banging move.
It is a banging. If anything's a banging move, this is a banging move.
Yeah, this is like straight up like a Chad move. He's just like, I am better. He just like drops a bunch of Hydras on him.
Yeah, like we'll see how this works out because I was a little bit. Oh god, did he spot it? I don't think he did. He didn't spot it.
I don't think he saw it.
Ooh, okay. So, like, I want to see what the plan is. Like, is he gonna drop into the natural? Is he gonna drop into the main? Is he gonna drop on top of the army?
We shall see, and very shortly or very longly, because those overseers are not very fast.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, there's no, like, stalkers. There's nothing to really stop the drop. And we do see MeomaikA, he checks, he sees the main army is at the third base. He's going to be dropping into the natural. At the same time that the drop happens, he has all these lings ready to dive into the third to try and get a denial or a cancel. We'll see how this can work.
Yeah, this is striking as one. This article here, they're going to be able to spot it out. So he's already going on the third side, but he's forced to pull back here. As these drop in, the Stalker's trying desperately to kill it, but not nearly enough.
Oh.
Alright. Yeah, on this front, the Colossi take care of those things very easily. As these Hydras do a little bit of damage here. They don't get picked up.
It felt almost like a little bit mistimed because the Lings immediately dove in as soon as the Hydras got dropped. So, like, the Colossus, they were still there and just all the Lings went down.
Yeah. Kind of unfortunate, honestly, for Meo in this situation. But he is still comfortably ahead.
Yeah, like, honestly, so far it hasn't been worth it for Meo. Like, I love the drop play. It's creative. It's MeomaikA, but he killed 4 drones. Like, he killed 4 probes. That's all he's done so far with this.
Yeah, and he's lost a hell of a lot of Zerglings.
Yeah, and Hydras, right?
Yeah, he's bleeding Hydras like crazy.
Hmm.
You do not love to see it.
Yeah, as we see, 52 Lings have died and 6 Hydras, and for what, you know?
Not a lot.
Oof. So, yeah, MeomaikA, he has to go back home. He has to lick his wounds. He has to cauterize his wounds even, because they were pretty hefty ones. He does have a 4th base. Surprisingly, this is something that we don't see a lot from MeomaikA. He actually has some creep spread.
Yeah, he's actually been creep spreading quite nicely too. Like, as a fan of creeping, maybe I shouldn't phrase it like that.
You know, Jett, she's known for her creeping.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a creeper.
Yeah, it's what she does.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Just gonna leave it at that.
But yeah, we do see MeomaikA. He's been working on it. You know, he's hit the top of the NA ladder, and we'll see what he's being able to do here. So far, it looks like ThuocLao, he was able to spot the drops. He looks like he should be in position. Never mind, yo, a bit of an all army.
Leaving a little bit of an F2 here.
Yeah.
Ooh, you don't like to see that, as it goes straight into the main, and there is pylons ripe for the taking.
Yeah, but it's only, you know what? It's only 5 Hydras though. Like, is this enough? Like, there should be a defensive warp in.
Yeah.
Only 2 Stalkers though.
It's not looking too hot. There is also the rest of the army over here. Oh, those force fields. Oh, that's disgusting. That is devastating. Oh, yeah. You don't like that.
Yeah,
that's
Jesus.
not good.
5 drones went down. The hatchery is going to go down. Meanwhile, the drop gets cleaned up. He does go down to the 3rd, so that is quite nice. He can deal some more damage, but this is the problem, right? The main army.
Yeah, the main Protoss army here is like terrifying, especially with the force fields that are in.
Oh god.
Oh, but wow. ThuocLao's force fields today have just been fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, GG.
Oh, GG. All from Meo.
Yeah, that was just too much. Like, the Waddle Squad couldn't do it. The Baneling speed only just finished up after the fight happened. The Banelings, they couldn't get anywhere near the army. ThuocLao takes it.
Yeah, that... Goddamn, what a series. ThuocLao showing up today.